Welcome back, everybody. Considering last week's episode was a lot in itself, we figured we just wanted to reconnect with you guys and answer some of your questions or DMs that you had sent us. So we have a whole episode of you guys in a way, you know,
talking with the people.
Talking with the morning after crew. Have we ever come up with a name for the morning after crew? I feel like we need to come up with a name.
Like how Jeff Lewis calls all of his people chumps.
Yeah, totally. I don't think that's the way to go with it, but yes,
it's a term of endearment, and they love being called the chumps.
Okay.
In fact, Bitch Bible is one of his main chumps.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
What can we call the morning after crew?
We should ask people to give us ideas, because I think it's really cool to have, like our posse. Just in case we all get in a street fight, we know like what our names are.
We just start yelling out whatever our name is. Then you just have those wheels back. Nobody else's, no matter what.
Yeah.
No, but this will be a fun episode. A bunch of you guys wrote in, and so we're just gonna kind of go through them. How does it sound?
I'm here for it. I love it.
All right, I love it, and I'm also loving that aloe hoodie, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Sophie. No, actually, this one came from. Remember when you had some items at your home? Yeah, a literal box.
I do remember this, and also I love aloe. They were a huge support in our charity event 2 weekends ago. So love them. Love them. All right, so do you want to kick us off? Yeah,
I have one. I have one teed up with a prop, so you can think.
Okay. With a prop.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I want a prop. Okay, go ahead.
This is my prop. This is a portrait Emma did of me at school.
Of you?
Mm-hmm.
You have blue hair?
Yeah, in this one, yeah.
Wait,
here's my it's a lot.
Where are the eyes? What's happening here? Is this Picasso?
I love when she makes me stuff. It's so cute.
Yes, agreed.
Every day she comes home when they have like art at school, and every day her backpack is filled with 10 of these. That might not be like the most perfect thing. By the way, it's also crumpled up because it was stuffed in her backpack.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, she had to fit it.
Now she wants this hanging up in the house. And each day there's like 6 to 10 of these.
Okay.
What am I doing with all this crap? Okay. I feel an enormous sense of guilt when I hide it in the trash and she busted me.
Yeah.
And, she's like, brah, you threw my art project away. So
you're like, bitch, be a better artist.
I'm thinking of creating a separate trash bin, like at my neighbor's house. And I'm just like, hey, Angie, I need to come over and throw away all of Emma's art crap. Keep a few of the things. Trust me, love them. And I have a bin. But I just can't keep this up. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this?
Okay, hold on. I see behind you in this lovely back frame of yours an empty refrigerator. Why are there not magnets?
Yes, I could put some. Now, there's another wall over here when you walk into the house. There's an entry wall, and I frame her. I buy cheap little frames on Amazon for $8, and I frame like a dozen of these.
Okay.
And they kind of, I change them in and out. So I keep those there.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of clutter on the fridge. I'm a little too anal retentive for that. But
I think you're gonna have to. I think you're gonna have to get over that. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to get over being anal retentive about the refrigerator. I also will tell you that they make, which I'm sure some parents know about this, but they make the frames where you can just open it up and slide the artwork in front of the previous artwork, and then you close it, so you never take an artwork out. And it has like a decent amount of space to where you can fill it up. We have a few, we have that big wall.
Yeah.
That just is what I'm not anal retentive on anything. I want a spot for it. That's the spot. But we do have a few of those frames that kind of open up and you stuff a piece of artwork and then you close it back. But it just keeps piling in there. You don't have to remove anything.
Never heard of such a thing. I'm on the Amazon right now. I'm going to look for it.
It's pretty fantastic for all you parents who have a lot of artwork coming home. I, for one, I have 4 of those. Now think of that. So I'm not going to lie. I've gotten to the point now where I'm honest with my girls. I say, listen, you can pick one from today. I will look at all of them. I will cherish all of them, but then we're going to put them in the recycling bin so we can use them again. And so they have become very accustomed to, I get to keep one. And that might be mean, but that's 4. I keep 4 a day. That's a shit ton.
That's a lot.
Yes. And at the end of the year, I'm throwing them out. I'm sorry. My kids don't want the artwork. I don't want the artwork. I love them so much. They're not, well, Sawyer's kind of an artist, but
I'd keep a couple of them.
I mean, sure.
Like the Thanksgiving turkey they make and the Easter bunny with the cotton balls. I keep those. So when they're 25, they can when they're 25, they'll throw it away.
Yeah. So they have to be the people to throw it away. That's what my mom did to me. And I can't throw it away because I feel bad. So don't do that to your kids. Just throw it away. They don't want it. They do not want it. They're not going to sit there and compare their kids to their own. There's too much shit going on to do that. So do the kids a favor. You can save it in the frame, Hank, but at the end of the year, you throw the shit out. Turns out it's going to get better and better. The artwork will get better. So that way you can keep the ones that are a little better. They don't give a fuck about, what is that? She's not going to want that.
I hope it's getting better.
I mean, honestly, though, I wonder if like some weird modern painting situation would look at that and be like, oh, you could sell that for a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh, like I just like talked to an art dealer and I'm like, you guys, this person from Europe was here in Detroit and he drew this for us and it's
and crumpled it up to get the shadows on certain parts of the face. Yeah. We don't know where the face is, but it's there somewhere.
Oh my God.
I know.
Forget the 50-50. This is how I get rich.
Well, it really is. No.
Okay,
let's see. It's a lot. I really didn't have one prepared, and I apologize. But you know what I've really noticed about California and really Michigan? I grew up in Georgia, where it is very humid. Okay, you're getting a constant moisture on you. The amount of fucking cottonmouth without edibles. I mean, with edibles, there's no shot. But the amount of, and I talked to Kira about this yesterday because we were on a podcast last week, and every time I'm on a podcast, when I start talking, I get cotton mouth. I can't hydrate enough. It's dry out there. Damn dry. Yeah. It is wild. And you know what? That's why it's a lot. I can't stay hydrated enough. I got like the shit on your teeth where your mouth is so dry that your lips like kind of like almost attached to your teeth. I'm not even
goodness.
Kidding.
You're getting like mummified.
I know. My body is so accustomed to being in moisture that it is, to this day, still struggling in California. But, you know.
Wait, your skin looks great. You've got a dewy glow.
Well, yeah. The amount of oils and, I don't know, water I'm trapping in there or trying is ridiculous. It's all from that guy, the dermatologist we had on from Michigan.
Dr. Gracken. Yeah.
Yes, he's great. I've not once put a moisturizer on without a little mist on my face to really, seal it in.
Lock it in.
It's worked. I like it. Yeah. So there's that. But that's my It's a Lot, okay? You guys have heard me talk about this company, but it's Lumi, and it's Lumi deodorant. And listen, nobody likes people that don't smell good. You know what I mean? And I always have been so self-conscious because after I play sports, girls want to go to lunch, they want to do something, and I'm like, oof, I don't know, I don't smell good. But that is before I met Lumi deodorant, because not only can you put this anywhere, it's a whole body deodorant, but it has a 72-hour odor and sweat control for your pits, privates, and beyond. So honestly, Lumi has given me that confidence back that I can go to lunch right after I work out with friends and knowing that I'm not gonna smell bad. So as a special offer for our listeners, new customers can get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code. And if you combine the 15% off with the already discounted starter pack, that equals over 40% off their starter pack. Use the code MORNINGAFTER for 15% off your first purchase at LumiDeodorant.com. That's code MORNINGAFTER at LumiDeodorant.com. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Lumi. We're now going to get to y'all's It's a Lot, which you guys had some really, really good ones. Kiera ended up putting a list together of our favorites. So, Hank, you want to start us off?
Yeah. And I mean, God, if we haven't both talked about this ad nauseum. So this parent, like, my goodness, at their child's school, Dr. Seuss dress up week.
I don't like, how do you even do that?
At that point, I'm changing districts. I'm just like, no, I'm sorry. We're going to a different school. There's no way. There's no way.
No. But I was told last week was Dr. Seuss's birthday. So that might be why. Or something like that. Is Dr. Seuss real?
Yeah, that's a real person.
That's a real person?
Mm-hmm.
Did he have a cat?
Well, I mean, I don't think he's like a dermatologist in Calabasas, but I mean, at one point, yes. But I think anytime you drag these things out for a week, it's too much. Just do the day. I'm here for the day. Pajama day. Yay. But I don't need to do red, white, and blue day. Wear a crazy hat day. It's stinky socks day. Leave me alone. Just get a day and that's it.
Stinky socks day. That'll end you should do a day like that. It'll end every dress up day if you send every kid in stinky socks. That's not a bad idea. The parents should come together and do a stinky sock day. Okay, someone else wrote in, blessed with pregnancy after miscarriage, but trying not to stress about it. That is a lot. I can't imagine having to just like rethink every emotional and physical and mental experience you went through when you did miscarry. And to just pray that it doesn't happen again. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would say there's nothing you can really do. It is not in your hands anymore. I believe it's in God's hands. And if that's how I've always gone about my infertility stuff. You know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So just, I would say try and stay busy. Do the normal things that you always do. Don't just sit there and continue to think on it because that's going to just drive you crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that is a lot. It's, I mean, anything infertility wise or losing a baby, even when you do get pregnant after all of it, it's scary. So just hang in there.
Prayers to you.
Yes.
Okay. Here's another one. Oh boy. Watching American politics as a Canadian.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Well, tariffs are now in place as of
last week.
Yep, as of last week. But there's a lot of meetings taking place, juggling things. But it's this whole thing about the Canadians booing the American anthem and the Americans booing the Canadian anthem. It's just sad to me because we've had such lovely relationships for so many years. And as you know, when you're in downtown Detroit, you can see Canada. So, I hope economically it all works out for everybody involved.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks right now. It just sucks. It really does. Yeah. I'm with you though. I hate that relationships with the Canadians allies. In general. Yeah, our allies are like this. And there's obviously a ton of Canadians living in America right now.
Yeah. So and Mexican Americans.
Yes. Oh yeah. Same thing. Both borders. Yeah. So, I mean, politics suck. We all know this.
And I'm spending too much time on the X and it's affecting my head.
Oh my gosh. I got on the X the other day for the first time in a long time. And I'm just on there to search something, but I didn't search anything. And I'm not a member of X. So it just gave me the top. Whoa.
Yeah, it's the wild, wild west.
And the amount of AI shit, I'm going, how the fuck are we supposed to know it's real?
Just assume that nothing is real.
I mean, I think that is the best way to do it. Yeah. Until proven otherwise. Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah. All right. Parents who want their kids to be cool while I want them to be normal and age appropriate. I think this is huge and it is a lot. I think it's really big with girls too. Mm-hmm. I told you, Hank, my girls are coming home wanting to pick out their outfits and wanting it to be like the baggy jeans with a crop top. And I'm going, okay, first of all, this is mainly Tyler. I'm you're 4. No, my other girls do it too. But you do it's so hard right now to keep kids young. Yeah. It is everything they see. We weren't watching a screen as much as all of our kids are watching screens now, whether it is an iPad or a TV show. I've even tried to show them old TV shows, but you look at old TV shows, I turn on Kim Possible, which I don't even know if any of you know what that is.
Of course.
Okay. She wears a crop top.
Yeah.
She's a crop top and baggy pants. Yeah. So I just think now it is so important for us to just not shelter them in a way, but remind them. I try to remind my girls all the time. I'm listen, you have literally your whole life to be grown. Right now, go outside, get dirty, make mistakes. Like when you're older, that's not possible anymore.
Have
but
fun.
I don't know. I know. Yeah. I'm. You know who actually? And I don't like to put words in people's mouths, but I've actually had this conversation with Khloe Kardashian. She does an incredible job of, they're surrounded by a lot. A lot. Yeah, we say it's a lot. And she does such a good job of really, like when I'm around her, just keeping true to her age in a way. Yeah. Taking her to things that are age appropriate.
Yeah.
Like everything that she always sets up for our girls, it's completely age appropriate. And they have the best time. Yeah. So, I don't know. That's hard though. It's a really hard thing to do now. Yeah. Because I also, I don't want my kids to be like, I want them to look cute, but looking cute to me is like Nike shorts and a t-shirt. Like that's how I dressed.
Yeah. I think you're doing a good job at it, because actually one of your girls just came up to me a little bit ago and she was like, what's going on like with my top? Which it's like one side is like off the shoulder. And I'm like, these girls probably just like, they're keeping their sleeves on. They've never seen an asymmetrical top. And I was like, it's this thing called an asymmetrical top. I was like,
that's going to be on their birthday list now. So that's good. An asymmetrical top. They're going to try and spell that out and it's going to be comical.
I mean, I couldn't. Could you spell it? Spell asymmetrical.
ASSYMMETRICAL. Is that right?
No.
Wait, why? What is it?
I don't know.
Again.
Y'all are wrong. It's ASSY.
No, it's just one S.
Okay, well, I was close.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
I'm sorry. It's one S instead of two. I got the rest of that right.
Okay, yeah, you did.
Thank you. I just put the ass in front.
Can't speak, but can spell.
You were making it asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical.
Okay.
I like it. I like a symmetrical ass, though. Okay.
Next one. God, I feel this one, too. 12-step skincare. Like, who has time for that?
Somebody.
How many steps do you have? What do you do? What is your secret?
I have a 3-step at night and a 3-step in the morning.
Okay.
But mine's like literally wash, oil, moisturizer, wash, moisturizer, sunscreen. Sunscreen, very important. No one fucking has time for that. That's honestly a really good point, though, because I feel like you see all these maybe things on TikTok. I don't see on TikTok, but like people who have this incredible skincare routine. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do that. And you buy all the shit and you're going, the fuck was I thinking? I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No one's got time
and that's
for it.
like really expensive unless you're doing like the Cindy Crawford Meaningful Beauty like routine, which seems to work for her. But wash my face, a little sunscreen, and then cousin Lisa the Derm always gives me a nice sunscreen.
There you go. And you know what the difference between Cindy Crawford and us is?
She's Cindy Crawford.
She's Cindy Crawford. And she is paid to look beautiful. So yeah, I would take that's her job.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't she a model?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Right? She's a model. I didn't
know
she was a model and actress. I didn't want to like mess it up.
I don't know if I'd give her actress. Is she an actress?
Okay. I feel like her daughter is a little bit more into the acting scene.
Yeah.
Kaya, close. Yeah.
Why can't I ever get that name right? Any variation of that name I can't get. I'm going to call her Kiki too.
I was just going to say you could somehow get close to my name there, but not usually.
I mean, still to this day. What's her name, Hank?
Kiara.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
You know why? You want to know why I hear it? Because Judge says it all the time now.
Okay, well, I don't think you were right still.
Well, I don't know what's going on with your guys' like Michigan and Southern accents, but you kind of add like an extra vowel in there.
Do I say it wrong too? What is your name?
No, I would say you say it right like 70% of the time. No, it's okay. I get it. I think it's more of an accent thing, but you guys kind of pronounce it like Kiera, like something like that.
That might be my Southern girl.
I think it's a Southern thing because it's really just Kira, like Kira.
Yeah.
Kira.
Look, you did it.
Kira.
You know what? I like the way I say it better.
Yeah. I'm starting to hate my own name.
I like Kira. I like the extra. Can you go back and change it?
Kira.
Sure. I'll call my mom.
God, I've been saying it wrong too.
No, I think it's the accent, and honestly, it sounds good. So I'm like,
does Judge say it correctly? Yeah. Do you know?
Probably no, because I feel like he also adds a little like in there.
Okay.
Kira, does Matthew say it right?
Yeah, he does actually.
Of course he does. What does he do wrong? Nothing.
That's so annoying.
God.
Okay, moving on. I'm slowly becoming somewhat obsessed with Hungryroot just because I do feel like Hungryroot does it differently when they're sending you your weekly groceries. And not only that, but meals that you can use these groceries to cook these meals. Pretty awesome because you're kind of getting your meals and groceries all in one. It's like having a personal shopper and your own nutritionist all wrapped into one, which is pretty awesome. Shopping, planning, and cooking food really can be simple and stress-free, and that is solely with Hungryroot. They have recipes that can be made in just 15 minutes or less with over 15,000 recipes shipped each week. Not only that, but there's no high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, or preservatives in any of Hungryroot's food. They only source top quality meat and seafood free of hormones and antibiotics. You're going to love Hungryroot as much as I do. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, you get 40% off your first box, plus you get a free item in every box for life. So go to hungryroot.com/morningafter and use that code morningafter. That's hungryroot.com/morningafter, code morningafter to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/morningafter, code morningafter. It's like doing my third round of IVF and struggling with raging hormones and adult acne. I mean, there is nothing worse. People don't really understand, unless you go through IVF, the hormones that are just all about to explode within you. I don't understand it. Matthew would like trip on himself, and for some reason I'd lose it on him. I'd be like, put one foot in front of the other. The fuck are you doing? You're gonna get hurt. Then what? I mean, what are we doing? Literally, you just want to explode right away. And on top of it, the acne, I hate to tell you this, I feel like my acne is still there after all those treatments. Not to disencourage you, but just to prepare. You know what I mean?
But you notice the difference.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You mean like in my face when we were on
yeah.
I mean, like, women tend to get hormonal acne, right? We have hormonal acne, and boys tend to get it when they're boys, when they're like young. But women, I feel like we continue to get it for some reason. Yeah. Now you quadruple the amount of hormones, of those hormones in you, and all of a sudden it quadruples the amount of acne on your face. Yeah. It's horrible. There is nothing great about going through IVF except for the possibility of the ending. That's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, hang in there. Like,
that's
and
tough.
Honestly, I lied. The acne goes away. It's just adult acne after that, like we all have.
Yeah.
Okay. I like to blame it on something, but I can't. Okay.
This one I feel especially. School picture day. Why the fuck is my kid's photo getting taken after recess? I hear you. Yes. I don't get it.
Do you think those are the teachers that are the kids that the school doesn't like? You're like, you know what? You suck. You're after recess. You suck. You're after recess.
I think they should all be at like 7:30 in the morning.
But you can't.
Yeah.
Unless you hire a photographer every day for 2 weeks.
Yeah. I just that picture is something I will. I have a story from it.
You know what is pretty good, and I'm going to try and find it real quick. Hunter still to this day comes at me about her haircut in like 2 years ago, maybe. Oh, y'all, her school photo. I mean, first of all, she looks like the cutest boy there ever was.
Let me see.
But
she does.
She looks, I know, and it's horrible. No, it is. It's horrible and adorable. Oh no, it's so bad. It really, I did her a disservice, and that's. Oh, okay, Hank.
I don't understand it.
Here, show the camera.
Guys, she has brought me her school photo from when she had this haircut 20 times and been like, what were you thinking? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I mean, it's horrible.
Why did you do that to her? I
don't know. I really didn't think you could mess her up. Turns out you might be able to. Oh my God. The more I look at it, the worse it gets. I feel it's really bad. But you know what? So I will say, regardless of whether it was after recess or not, don't give your kids a bowl cut. Don't do it. No. I don't care if it's straggly hair. I don't care if you're trying to thicken it. It did work. I will say that. But don't do it. You look back and you feel bad about it.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah.
And don't pull your child's hair back into a ponytail without using something to like hold the hair down.
Well, here's the thing. We probably shouldn't be putting hair in ponytails for girls' photos anyways.
Oh.
Just woman to mom to gay dad. I would maybe leave her hair down.
Yeah, and I'm going to in the future. The thing that really stings on the whole thing is like as a gay dad, I really felt like I should have just had her like, knocked out, like done just up. Looking like a 10. And I didn't. So
but no, you shouldn't feel bad about it. Then you gotta do that every year. And that's a lot. You don't want to have to do that every year. Maybe just like a little tiny piece out of her beautiful face because you don't want it to cover her face.
Yeah.
But not all slicked, not all back. Because then you look like you got no hair anyway. So there's that. All right, moving on. We have to move on. All right, so next you guys wrote in, ask us anything, which that's fun. Hank's going to read mine. I'll read Hank's. So you ready? You can go first.
Do I have them?
Yeah, if you scroll down in the same document.
You got this.
Oh.
Were you so confused this entire time what we were talking about?
No, I saw that. No, I knew that, but I just didn't know where they were.
Okay, there they are.
Go ahead. What breed is Georgie?
Oh God, a too hard to handle breed. He is an Australian mountain dog. So that is, oh God, an Australian shepherd or terrier. Shit.
No, shepherd.
Shepherd. Okay, Australian shepherd. That's where he gets the the crazy eyes and the pretty coloring, with a Bernie doodle, which is a Bernese mountain dog and a poodle.
Is he fully grown now?
I hope so. He's not even that big. He is just. I don't know. I can barely handle him the size he is because he's got so much damn energy.
Yeah, that's puppy though. He's still puppy.
I think it's the Australian Shepherd in there. I should have really researched the dog. That's a big lesson for all you parents out there that are not going to rescue dogs like we all should be doing and are buying dogs. Do your research before you buy them. Make sure they're going to fit in with your family and your husband. Turns out we didn't need anything with a lot of energy. We have 5 of those, including me. So now we have 6 and Matthew.
Yay!
Yay! Woo!
And if you want to adopt a dog, please adopt my foster dog.
Oh my God, he's so he is so cute.
He's really cute. I'm hoping by the time this drops, he's adopted. But
if not, yes.
If not, reach out to my Instagram. I'll do anything.
How has he been doing?
This would be my it's a lot. Honestly, is a puppy because he's incredibly adorable. He's such a good boy, but. A puppy is a puppy. I'm having to, spike my matcha with espresso because I'm being kept up all night. You know what I mean? Like they're still figuring out like sleep training and all of that.
Oh no.
No, it's okay. He's really good. He's such a good kid.
Does he have a crate?
He does have a crate.
Okay, that's good.
We're working on crate training, pen training, all that. Anyway, if you do want to adopt, please. He's adorable. He's a German Shepherd mix.
He is precious.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Adopt, don't shop. Hank and I shopped multiple times, but we're going to push you guys to not do that. Turns out the more expensive the dog, the more expensive everything that comes with it. They got problems.
That's true. I swear there's something about a mutt. I feel like they're more resilient.
Oh,
they are.
Yeah.
They have like better genetics, kind of.
Their parents have been through some shit. Of course they're more resilient.
My dog was like pulled from a fire.
Yeah. These dogs, the dogs we're buying, their parents are getting fed real fucking food every meal. Like They are. They're having the best sex ever to produce these babies. So yes, the mutts are definitely, they're just better. They're just better off.
Yeah.
So this is embarrassing, and I honestly can't believe I'm about to admit this, but so I was using the Rocket Money app and found that I have been paying for a swimming subscription for my kids in Michigan still. And that's really embarrassing. Like, my dad is rolling over right now going, what, Kelly? But this is why. Like, we all sign up for these subscriptions. We don't even really know what we're signing up for when we do this stuff. And turns out we're paying for a lot of things that we never use. And this is why I love Rocket Money. It is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. It has over 5 million users and has saved a total, get this guys, of 500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features. So if you're like me and you sign up for everything and then you forget to cancel it, get Rocket Money, cancel your unwanted subscriptions, and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kelly today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kelly, rocketmoney.com/Kelly. All right, now for you, Hank. If Hank could trade bodies with Kelly for a day, what would he do in LA?
Such a good question.
This is a good question.
I would probably lean into a few of the things that you already do. Okay. I would go play tennis.
Love that.
Yeah. Go outside, play tennis.
Yep.
I would, as I'm playing tennis, I would text Chloe and I would let her know that I'm stopping at In-N-Out Burger and that I'm going to bring over some In-N-Out Burger over to Chloe's.
Okay.
And then I think I would just enjoy, you know what I would enjoy? My favorite part of your house.
Oh, the sunroom?
Your porch, yeah.
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 Yeah. Screened-in porch. I don't know why I call it a
screened-in porch. I'd sit in that screened-in porch and I'd take in that. I wouldn't do anything all crazy. You don't do anything all crazy, and I'm too old to do anything all crazy. But your home is lovely. Your friends, even though I've not had the opportunity to meet lovely Chloe, she sounds lovely.
Oh, I haven't seen her in a while though, because our kids aren't in the same school anymore.
And I've been to your tennis group, and they were all very nice and lovely and fun, and it was just a great day.
Oh, you know what? That does sound like a great day.
It is a good day.
Sounds like my kind of day, you know?
Yeah.
And he'd pick up the phone for Kris Jenner every time.
Every time. Kris, what are we doing?
Listen, I do too. Okay. For the one time she's ever called me. I try. Okay.
This is for both of us. Would you guys go on tour again, and which new cities would you add?
You want to answer this?
Well, I told you last year in the midst of juggling it all that it was a lot. But I told you at the end of the year how, when looking back on it, I really just enjoyed I like to meet people and I like to talk to people. And I enjoy hearing what connects people to this experience. So I just logistically, it was a little tricky, full-time job, single dad, all that. But I would like to go to, I think it would be really fun to go to Miami for a weekend.
Okay, for the show or just for fun?
Both.
Okay, great.
I think Texas would be a good spot because we have a lot of Stafford fans in Texas. And then I think I've never been to Seattle or somewhere like that. Maybe we need to go west and explore.
Seattle.
But then the reality is we'll probably just look at the Rams schedule and be like, oh, Green Bay.
You want to know what the Rams schedule is?
It's already out?
Well, no, the schedule's not, but our away teams are.
Oh, who are they?
Let's go back to Seattle real quick. Love you so much, Seattle. I don't want to go to a rainy place. I'm just throwing it out there. My sister lived there. Yeah. Maybe we will. I don't know. But what did you just say? Oh, yeah. It's we play Atlanta, which I think if
Atlanta was great.
Did do a tour again, we would hit that up again. I think the biggest question is, will we do one? I don't know.
Definitely not during the football season.
I think it's really hard during the season. It's really hard on me during the season. And you, I mean, we're balancing a lot during that time.
Yeah.
Not saying we won't do it. Maybe the schedule comes out and it's we can hit a few spots without going crazy. But I enjoyed it too. Like you said, I like being with people. I don't like to talk at them. I like to talk
Do you
with
play
them.
New York? Do you play New York at all?
I don't think so. We don't play in New York. We play
Chicago?
Nope. We play Tennessee. We play Jacksonville. We play
Nashville might be
Atlanta.
fun.
I would love Nashville.
Let's do Nashville.
Yeah, we play Carolina. Oh no, we might play Carolina, not Nashville. Anyways, it is all like southeastern teams, and then like Baltimore. We don't have one away game, Hank, besides our division that's on this side of the continent.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
we play the Lions at home if Michigan wants to come to us.
Eunice.
Okay.
Eunice.
I mean, then that name for a dog is it's so great.
Oh, I'm sorry. And George is
fantastic. Don't fuck with George. Okay. Eunice. All right. Moving on. Hank, you hung out with Christina from Flip or Flop last weekend. How was it?
I did. It was a few weekends ago. She is dating a friend of mine, Chris LaRocca from LA. And he's also friends with Sam. And we were all in Palm Beach for Sam's surprise birthday party. And I
didn't fucking get invited.
She is delightful.
We'll go back to that.
Let me tell you what I did. So I knew that they were dating. He had told me, and I watched the HGTV, and I know who she is.
Okay.
And she was delightful, absolutely delightful. And she was like, "Oh, I'm thinking of maybe starting a podcast. I want to talk to you about it." Da da da. Night goes on, drinking. I'm like, this girl's real interesting. She's got interesting tea to drop. I got that woman up at the bar, and we sat there and we talked and talked and talked. Okay. And like to the point where like the next morning, Sam was like, "Were you going to talk to anybody else?" I'm like, you know how sometimes you're like with people and then you lock into somebody, and knew she didn't know anybody. So, but yeah, I got all my good questions answered. She's delightful. And,
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Kira.
Oh my gosh. No, just say it how your heart desires.
All right. Kira just told me or showed me who she was. I do know who she is.
Yeah.
She's beautiful, one.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
2, you say she's got a lot, she's got a lot to say, so maybe podcasting is good for her.
You know yes. I think we need to talk about that. But she I'm not saying anything that's not out there, so I know she wouldn't care about that. But, she does the HGTV show with her ex-husband, who's now with somebody else. But she's also ending another marriage right now. And then that's a whole thing. And it's messy. And so she's trying to get out of that. But still has the relationship with her ex and has kids with him and manages it all. And at one point, Sam mentioned something like, "Oh, I'm thinking maybe I'll stay in this house. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll buy another one." She was like, "You could knock this wall down. You could do that." And I'm like, "Oh my God, it's happening right in front of me."
That. Yeah. We're in the show. Where are the cameras?
Anyways, yeah, she was delightful. And I couldn't believe how many people dropped into the DMs because our friend posted like a group photo of like 20 people and she was in it. And I got, "Is that Christina? Is that Christina?" Like,
oh, goodness. Wow. That's great. Yeah. Love that. Well, maybe we can get her on the pod. Talk about some home improvement situations. If you've ever been in the market for a new home, you know home shopping can be a lot. There's so much you don't know and so much you need to know. What are the neighborhoods like? What are the schools like? Who is the agent who knows the listing or the neighborhood best? And why can't all this information just be in one place? Well, now it is on Homes.com. They've got everything you need to know about the listing itself, but even better, they've got comprehensive neighborhood guides and detailed reports about local schools. And their agent directory helps you see the agent's current listings and sales history. Homes.com collaboration tools make it easier than ever to share all this information with your family. It's a whole cul-de-sac of home shopping information all at your fingertips. Homes.com, we've done your homework. Now, we're going to go back real quick. I'm going to be texting Sam. Not that Sam and I are besties, but I would love an invite.
So he didn't know about it. He didn't know about it. His girlfriend, who he's been dating.
Officially a girlfriend?
Yeah.
And good for Sam.
And they're very happy. And
she's hot.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous, sweet as can be. It was the first time I met her. We've talked, but like I just whatever. And it was very small. It was like 15 people, like including family.
Okay, well, I'm going to reach out to her. I don't know her, but I'm going to be like, "Excuse me,
Yes, I'm Kelly.
I would like an invite next time.
That's so
you were a
That's
topic
true.
of conversation more than once. In a good way. Yeah.
Oh, yay. Okay, so she wouldn't
We were
be
talking about
surprised.
we were talking about his two sisters, and then your name got brought up, and I was like, speaking of that, I go, that's like, if I have to describe Sam and Kelly's relationship, it is a brother-sister relationship.
It is.
They love each other, and they have no problem like tearing each other's faces off.
I love it. That's a true, I mean, that's a friendship if I've ever seen
I think so too, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kelly, how did you meet Kiera?
Hey, this is really good.
I love it. You're making me sound like Italian, like Kira. Kira.
Now I'm gonna
I
question every time I say it.
I don't think I remember how to say my own name now.
Yeah. Girl, it's a hard name.
Kiki's okay.
Okay, Kiki.
I
don't like Kiki. I thought I was saying it right the whole time.
No, you really do say it right most of the time.
So now I'm not going to try though. So we met through Melissa Whitworth. You guys might know Andrew Whitworth. He was one of Matthew's linemen for the Super Bowl run and all that. But we met through her. Thank God. I mean, honestly, I don't know where I'd be without Kiki. I hate that I can't say your name. Oh, no. It's gonna kill me. But yeah, it was very easy the moment I met her. So held on real tight. You know how I tend to do that.
Yeah, it's one of the most organic relationships I think in my life as well. Like, and Judge just adores her. In fact, he told me, he was like, we were talking yesterday. He's like, did Kiki tell you that her and I talked over the weekend? And I'm like, no. And he's like, oh yeah, we did. He's like, I think I drunk called her. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Dog.
Oh yeah,
because
I was like kind of hoping he'd adopt my dog. but also I just love him, and we just called and we kind of did the I think I was buzzed too. It was really late on East Coast time because it was late for me, and we just shoot the shit for a little bit. I love him.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing over there, Hank? Staying up.
Well, we divided and conquered. He had to go to a work thing, and then I had to go down to Palm Beach and blah blah blah.
Yeah, and real quick before you go, hold on, real quick to follow up on that, I will say too, Matthew loves Kiki. I'm mad about this, but because not only he's like, she is just so wise, and he was like, he also knows that she is like on my team in a way of like, she has my back, and he feels like she is he feels good when I'm with Kiki. Does that make sense? It's true.
I believe that like I would describe her as wise beyond her years.
Oh my gosh.
And an understanding of like media and the inner workings of things that I don't even have a grasp of. So I feel very appreciative.
I am too. I feel like there's things we say on this podcast and we think they're hysterical, and she's like points things out that we might not think about, and we're like, ooh, we would have gotten canceled. That's true. We got to take that out.
or that we sound old, or that I sound old.
Older.
Yeah.
Older. Yeah. We're gonna take old out of the vocabulary.
Yeah,
older.
You guys are not old.
Older.
I don't think of you as being older than me, to be honest. I really don't at all.
That's because you're very wise beyond your years.
Well, that's very nice. I feel like the morning after community, probably hears you say wise beyond her years. This girl doesn't know shit about football. They're you don't really see that side of me a lot, listeners, but yeah, I do my best to protect you.
And so Kelly or Kiki, then you feel that way about me too? Like you don't feel like I'm much older?
No, I really don't.
Really?
Yes, she does. We talk about it all the time on the podcast. God, he's so old.
Well, it surprises me that you are your age all the time, because I don't default to you being old.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I forget you're old.
Until Leslie Hall
I think when I have technology glitches, it's the glaring part of it. But
you look great. I feel like you're young. You're young at heart. Yeah, Okay, moving on.
How are Chad and Rose doing, and the babies with the move? That's a big move from Florida up to New York.
Yes. Obviously, I think things would have been easier had we been there. I don't even want to put words in her mouth because I couldn't imagine. Obviously, Matthew and I are very blessed to the point of, if we had to move our kids across country, we have a lot of financial stability to be able to figure it out. When you are my brother took an assistant coaching job. So he's not like he was the wide receivers coach. Now he's the assistant quarterback coach. Important for his career move to get in the quarterback room. That's where they learn the most, to become OCs possibly. But it is a huge pay, cut. Luckily, he's getting paid from Jacksonville as well because his contract was 2 years. So he's still getting his wide receiver payment or coach payment, but also he's kind of double dipping, but not really double dipping because the pay for this is not a lot, especially with New York and taxes. We all know it's really expensive to live in New York. So I can't put words in her mouth, but I do know it's going to be difficult. And he's on a 1-year contract. So this could be just up until they're going to stay in Jacksonville to let their kids complete this school year. And then who knows from there, but his contract's up in January or after the season, February, whatever that might be. So it could be that they're there for 6 months, which again is really hard. I think that's the side of the NFL people don't realize. Yes, these people get paid and the coaches get paid well. I'm not saying they don't. But it is tough, especially being a coach's wife when you don't see your husband at all. They're not making as much as players are, especially assistant coaches and below that. And they really are single parenting, and she's got 4 kids, a baby. She's a baby. So, I don't know. I reached out actually today and told my brother, like, let me take some stuff off your hands. Like, I can look at school. I don't know. Like, how do you help? So anyways, I just pray for her because 4 kids that young moving to New York where, money doesn't go far. 1, 2, you don't go far because the weather, and also you're living in a small situation. I don't know. That's just gotta be really hard.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
He's like, that was depressing. Let's move on.
No, I love them, and I know they're going to be okay. That's the beauty of them. Boy, I'd rather have you answer this one than me. What is your best marriage advice? Wanted to ask at the New York City show, but everyone cheered too loud when I said I got engaged. I remember her. She got engaged. Yeah.
Oh, man. Best marriage advice. It was either my mom or my dad. I can't remember who told me this. And I try to do my best at this. And it is something that you've heard and something that sounds really cliche. But I will say Matthew and I, because don't go to bed angry at each other. Just don't do it. If you need to talk it out for 4 hours and it's 8:00 and you're not going to bed till midnight, do it. Turns out you don't sleep well anyways, even if you go to bed angry. Well, Matthew slept fine, but I never slept well. Guy can sleep anywhere with anything going on. So there's that. But it's something that Matthew and I at the beginning weren't great at, and we fought over bullshit because there was nothing to really fight about. So, you got to spice up your relationship. You fight over random shit. But now, there's kids involved and there's things going on and there's disagreements. And I will never, ever, one, allow him to go to bed anymore or me fall asleep unless we have settled whatever we are disputing about.
Good.
I just can't do it. What about you?
I would think, right now, at least for my dating life, Judge and I have had very open conversations about the need to communicate. So that's kind of like along the same lines of that. Just like if there's any gray area, you have to bring it up. But if you're about to get married, I think it's very important to have a conversation about money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Money can get tricky.
100%. Do you think?
So I just think it's, whether you decide that you guys are going in, 50-50 or whether one's going to have a checking account, I mean, just so as long as you're both on the same page.
Yes. And I here's one thing. I wouldn't agree to something that you're not on the same page of. I feel like sometimes, at least I had felt like I would agree to things back when we were younger just to appease.
Yes.
But really it wasn't good for me. But I would just appease everybody or appease, so really don't be honest. Don't agree. Yes. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your partner. Now, I will say, can I ask you something? Yeah. With your divorce, is there something you would say that you learned from that you could do better in the next relationship?
Communication.
Okay. Same thing.
Yeah. I think for me, and I think this is probably true for a lot of people, is that there were things going on, but life is moving. You know, you've got 2 full-time jobs, very high pressure jobs, a child. There's a lot going on. So you're just kicking the can down the curb like, oh, that'll get better. That'll get better. We'll figure that out. And then eventually you don't. And so that's boils. Why, you know, it can be something what seems very benign, but we've done a very good job of saying like, you know what, this seemed weird, or I need to talk about that, or can I mention this? And so that you heard, that's Judge's car alarm.
Is he about to come in?
So Emma's next door at a play date, and we love our neighbor, and so he was gonna go over there and have a glass of wine, and then hang out, and then come over.
Oh, nice.
Well, how long does it take to turn off the car alarm?
Speaking of communication, get out there. Hey,
I think I have to text him. I think he turned it off. Okay. Maybe he was next door and didn't hear it. So, anyways, yes, communication.
No, and this stuff seems so small. Like it seems like you hear it over and over in communication, and you're just kind of like, okay, I get it. But it is so true.
Because it snowballs.
It does. Or it just boils in you. And then you release it, and it happened 6 months ago, and they're like, well, how long have you been holding that in? I'm like, 6 fucking months.
Yeah.
But I think that's true for almost any relationship with any member of your family or a friend. If they're that important to you in your life, you're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Those were good. I like those questions.
I know.
Those were good.
And then speaking of communicating, how do we communicate with much younger people?
That's a great segue, Kira.
Oh, no.
If you've ever been in the market for a new home, you know home shopping can be a lot. There's so much you don't know and so much you need to know. What are the neighborhoods like? What are the schools like? Who is the agent who knows the listing or the neighborhood best? And why can't all this information just be in one place? Well, now it is on Homes.com. They've got everything you need to know about the listing itself, but even better, they've got comprehensive neighborhood guides and detailed reports about local schools. And their agent directory helps you see the agent's current listings and sales history. Homes.com collaboration tools make it easier than ever to share all this information with your family. It's a whole cul-de-sac of home shopping information all at your fingertips. Homes.com, we've done your homework. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Now I'm hesitating. Go ahead. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to read off some Gen Z and Gen Alpha terms to wrap this up, because we asked for your how do you parent this, and we asked for your daddies, and they were so good.
Gen Alpha?
Wait, what the fuck is Gen Alpha?
Oh my God. You guys don't know what Gen Alpha is?
Is that like right under us?
Yeah, your children are Gen Alphas.
Oh. They're communicating? What do you mean?
Oh, yeah.
No, that's their generation.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
But they're asking Gen Alpha terms, meaning like they have terms now.
They do. You know what? I actually don't want to show these to your daughters, because then they might start saying them. But I guarantee you
ask them.
Oh, we'll do that for socials.
Okay.
Are you a millennial?
Yeah. Yes. I'm what you are.
Huh?
No, he's Gen X.
I'm Gen X.
We have 3 different generations in here.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm barely scraping by in Gen Z, but yeah, I am.
Wow. Okay, let's say some terms.
Yeah, let's say some terms. Let's go through these. We'll whip through them. Just tell me first impulse what you think it means. Okay.
Can we ask if you use it in a sentence?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, I had to research a lot of this. I mean, a lot of this is not in my vocabulary, to be honest. So that's a little scary.
Great.
Okay.
All right, ready? Mm-hmm. Bop.
What?
Bop.
Mm-hmm. Tight.
I was gonna say like cool.
Oh my gosh, couldn't be more wrong. It's quote unquote for the streets, meaning like ho, or
none of these fucking kids are for the streets. What are they talking about? Oh my God.
It's an insult. It's an insult to call someone a bop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait to use that.
Oh gosh. Okay, this next one, a lot of y'all wrote in, and I had to look it up. Glazing, or glaze. To glaze, or you're glazing. Sugarcoat? Okay.
Sugarcoat something.
To glaze, to gossip.
Okay, Kelly was a little closer. It means to overpraise, to like overhype someone.
Okay.
Like
Sugarcoat, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Stop glazing
Kind of.
them. Stop
Exactly.
glazing them. Okay.
You sound so great saying it.
And honestly, I'm just gonna show this to you and see if you can say it.
Which one?
S word.
Skibbity. Is that right?
I mean, yeah.
Skibbity.
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 Well, it makes me think.
It's like your name for everyone else. So there you go.
It makes me think like skibbity doo dah. So I'm gonna say it means like to be happy.
Skibbity. I'm not gonna guess because I saw it.
Okay.
Oh.
It's like, it means shitty or evil. It's
Oh,
bad.
that is not what I saw. I thought I saw toilet.
So that's another way to say it. Skibbity toilet is another way to say skibbity. You can say skibbity or you can say skibbity toilet.
Okay, what? And what does it mean?
And it's just like crappy or
Like
bad.
I had a skibbity toilet day. Nothing went right.
That was exactly how kids use it in a sentence. How was your day? It was skibbity toilet.
It's incredible.
I mean, it's kind of funny.
I do. I kind of like the name. I kind of like Skibbity. Who knows if we're saying it right? But there you
Yeah.
go.
All right, this next one is gyat.
What?
Gyat.
Gyat. Wait, I've heard this one. Ooh.
Look at that gyat.
Somebody who's hot.
Fat ass.
It's fat ass. Ding, 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 ding. In a good way.
Yeah, people love a fat ass these days.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Although I feel like actually they're starting to deflate all their BBLs out there.
Maybe. You know what? I think Matthew called
What's
me
a
that the other day.
BBL?
And that's how I knew. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Matthew
That's right.
called out your gyat.
Fat ass.
Ooh.
Got that fat pH.
He told me it was
That's
one of the
how our
first,
generation talks.
he told me it was one of the first things he noticed about you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that is true.
That's nice.
That wasn't the term back then, but
Yeah.
it was. It was. He's not lying. It was my booty.
Okay, another one. Raw dog.
Well,
Raw dogging in our generation.
Yeah, we
means
know.
something.
Yeah, we know what that is. But what is the new interpretation of the term raw dog?
probably doing something like not wearing your seatbelt.
No, Hank, you're really onto it. I'm so
Wait.
proud. I actually use this one. I'm not going to lie. This is the only thing on the list I use. But raw dog means to do something, anything in its purest form or without help. So like a really common thing that people say is like, oh, I raw dogged that flight, meaning they sat on the flight and they didn't do anything. They didn't have their headphones in. They didn't read. Like
I've heard that before. Yes.
Right? Like I raw dogged that flight.
Yes.
Something that I love to do is I raw dogged a wall recently where I didn't measure anything before I hung it.
And you raw dogged a picture hanging.
You could put it that way too.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate your generation. I love you, but I hate your generation.
Yeah. They're
This is
awful.
horrible.
Yeah.
We're so unserious.
Yeah.
Okay, another one. Two last ones that a lot of you guys wrote in. Ohio.
Oh, hot, like the state?
I would think it means stupid. And no offense to anybody in Ohio, but I just think it means like not cool.
Okay. I feel like this is like a baseball term. No? Ohio. I got it.
Ohio.
Ohio. What
I
is
like
it?
that. I like that better, but no, Hank actually got it right. It means lame or loser.
Wow.
So bad for the state of Ohio. That's not good press.
And no offense to Ohio. They have a lovely highway system. And
No, you're an asshole. Everyone from Ohio should hate Hank. Okay? Love me, but hate Hank.
I like Cleveland. I like Columbus.
No, you don't. Don't lie to the people.
I do. I've always had fun in Cleveland. And I hear the Toledo Zoo is like extraordinary.
You and the fucking zoos. All right.
I love a zoo. I love a zoo.
Okay. Last one. And I know a few teachers wrote this one in, so it's really in the classrooms. Sigma.
Oh. My kids do know what this means, I think.
Smart. to be a Sigma?
No, this is way too hard. Sigma. I mean, I want to say it's just like good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It means cool.
So Sigma. I want to do this
Sigma.
to my kids so bad.
Yeah, well, maybe if we have time after this, we should.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I hope you guys learned something today. Really valuable information.
I realized
Yeah,
that
we should
all. I
totally
realized that
do it with the kids.
all of Gen Z is bops.
What was that one? What was the third one in? What was
the skibbity?
Skibbity toilet. If I told that to Emma, she'd say it every day.
She will love that one. Whenever she learns it, which she will love that one. It's very skater, you know?
Wow.
Oh, no, they're Ohio. Sorry. Bop is for the streets, and I know Gen Z ain't for the streets, so we're going to go Ohio for Gen Z.
We don't leave our homes, actually.
All right, guys, that was really, really fun. Honestly, just kind of love hearing from our audience a little bit. Like, it's nice to feel like we're talking with them some. So if you're traveling for spring break, please just be safe. I know there's a lot of plane things going on. Make sure you clap when your pilots land. Also, make sure your kids' iPads are on silent or they have headphones, because I don't know how many times now I've gone on a damn flight and people just have their kids playing their iPads on loud. So please don't do that. Also, if you have a problem with noise, bring noise canceling headphones. Turns out those work pretty well too. But until then, we hope you have a great week and have a splash.
Make a splash and raw dog it.
Oh, raw dog the splash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Okay.